good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be doing an Indiana Pacers realistic rebuild in honor of Victor Oladipo returning after a year of being out of basketball. So I'm very excited to see Oladipo return against Chicago. So I'm sure you guys are as well. And also I hope you guys are doing better since Sunday. We won't talk about it, but I hope all you guys are doing better. I know I have a little bit. It still sucks, obviously, but we just got to keep moving on, unfortunately. But like I said, Oladipo is returning to this team on Wednesday, which I'm actually recording this on Tuesday, but you guys will see this tomorrow. So Wednesday. So Oladipo 88 overall, but you know what? This is going to be a realistic rebuild, of course. And honestly, I love this Pacers team. They have so much of everything everywhere. It's like just so good. I mean, I feel like this team could definitely make a run in the East. Now, as far as realism goes, the only thing I can consider real, because the only thing I could think of is if this team eventually decides to like package some players for like a third star. But I mean, they have some nice players: TJ Warren, Sabonis, Miles Turner. They seem to have got Miles Turner and Sabonis on the same page, and they're working well together. Jeremy Lamb, obviously going to be a nice six-man once Oladipo comes back, so he won't be starting anymore. Justin Holiday has been very nice for him. Doug McDermott's been very nice, and TJ McConnell's been doing his thing as well. So the rotation is a little weird, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it the way it is. This is how 2K has it. It's definitely a weird rotation, but I'll leave it how it is just for now. I don't like it, quite well. I know Oladipo's only getting 26 minutes, but he'll probably be on a little bit of a minutes restriction until obviously he gets his feet, gets in game shape and all that. So I'll leave that there for now. I kind of wanted to make a trade at the trade deadline, but I don't think I will. Like I said, I really like this Pacers team, and I think they should stay the course because I think they do have a nice team. And I think this team is definitely pretty scary once you get into the playoffs. They've been very good without Oladipo. Imagine when they get it to work with Oladipo with them as well. So this could be a very nasty team going forward. We'll have to see how it goes. But I'm going to go ahead and sum it to the end of the season. Enough talking for now. Let's just go ahead and see how this Pacers team finishes out in the first season with Oladipo returning to the line. At the end of the season, Giannis Antetokounmpo finishes out as the MVP, which usually is what happens. Ja Morant's your Rookie of the Year on the Grizzlies. Dennis Schroeder's your sixth man. Defense player goes to Kawhi, and Bam Adebayo is your most improved. And Mike Budenholzer is your Coach of the Year. We went 48-34, which is pretty good. Here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third. But, we're the sixth seed. Honestly, this team actually kind of finished bad. For what the record was. I mean, we were like 30-17, I think. And we all know rotation's short, and once you get into the playoffs, that's what we're going to be doing. So Malcolm Brogdon, Oladipo. So Oladipo's going to get those 30 minutes now, no longer in a minute restriction. Obviously, his minute restriction probably would have went away a while ago, but it has gone away now. So we have Jeremy Lamb, TJ McConnell, Aaron Holiday, and TJ Leaf all coming off the bench, which is fine with me. I know Doug, like I said, Doug McDermott's been very good, but I'll leave it like this. And our proficiency is still 3.5. As far as the stats were concerned, Oladipo getting 26 minutes. He still averaged 18 points per game, which isn't bad. So yeah, it's not bad. Obviously, Oladipo and Malcolm Brogdon are probably going to be safe. Probably will be Sabonis. Everybody else is subject to possibly be traded, but we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and simulate this current round against the Boston Celtics, though, and we'll have to see how this goes. They're up 1-0 to start, 2-0. 3-0, and we're probably gonna get disrespected here as we lose in 4 games. So yeah, obviously in real life, I think the Pacers are gonna finish probably winning 50 games. I would think they have a 30 and something record, and maybe they won't, but obviously they'll be around 50. I think we were close to 50, but still I think we could have had a better record than 48-34, and we got swept in the playoffs. So based off what just happened to us, we got swept in the playoffs. Let's just say the Pacers get swept in the playoffs. Probably won't happen, but let's just say it happened for this video. So then, if I'm the GM and my team got eliminated in the first round, I'm a little worried, especially when we just got swept. So yeah, things will need to change, which is what's going to happen this offseason. So for the league meetings, we're going to reject all of these. We're going to reject this one as well. We never accept anything. And for the draft lottery, we obviously won't have a lottery pick, but we should have a pick to say, or no, actually goes to Milwaukee for the, which trade would that be? Milwaukee, the Malcolm Brogdon trade, maybe? Malcolm Brogdon trade. Okay, Nate McMillan, assistant coach, and then we need a good, I like Nate McMillan in real life. He's a pretty good coach. He's got the Pacers playing very good basketball ever since Paul George left. They've been above 500. So you got to keep the guy around, I think, for now at least. So we have no picks, so that's kind of sucks. But nonetheless, we do still have quite a few players under contract. Miles Turner, TJ Warren, Jeremy Lamb. So I mean, literally, they have like this whole team under contract, really. So should be interesting to see what I'm gonna do. And I'm actually kind of nervous because, like I said, I really like this team on paper, and I feel like I'm gonna ruffle some feathers no matter what I do, unfortunately. So we're just gonna have to see if the cards were dealt. Elise Johnson, this guy's been in the news today because he wears number 24, and I guess there was a report that he wouldn't change his number. He just doesn't want to. You may feel some way about it. I don't think he's trying to disrespect him, disrespect what's happening, but I think he's just wanting, I don't know, man. It's hard to say. I know some people are pretty upset about it. For me, it's I understand if people are upset. I also understand why he wants to keep his number the same, though. Just because, I don't know. It's just a weird subject. So we're gonna go ahead and renounce like everybody, though. I don't think I'm bringing anybody back. So if we looked at our team and just locked in with this team right now, which is something the Pacers could do, because obviously this is a pretty good team. You got Malcolm Brogdon, TJ McConnell, Jeremy Lamb and Oladipo, TJ Warren, Doug McDermott, Sabonis, TJ Leaf. And honestly, man, we have a pretty good team. That's what sucks about this rebuild, is we kind of have like a 9-man rotation that we could just roll with, and that would be fine. But after getting swept, I kind of want to change some things up. Now, the things I want to change, I like Miles Turner a lot, but his overall is not great in 2K. It kind of sucks. I don't know why it's so down. But as far as players we can afford out here, I was just curious to see what we could afford. Plumlee, Bismack, okay. So what if, just theoretically, what if like I said, I'm going to keep these top 3 players. I'm going to try to anyway. What if we wanted to trade like, let's just say Miles Turner and, I don't know, let's say Jeremy Lamb. No, maybe not Jeremy Lamb. What about one of our point guards, Aaron Holiday or TJ McConnell? Let's go TJ McConnell. Let's see what we can get for TJ McConnell. So Tobias Harris and Jonah Bolden. I'm not getting Tobias Harris in this video. Don't really want to. Kevin Porter, Larry Nance, Zubac and Beverly, Jonas Valanciunas and Brandon Clark. That doesn't really help us in any way. The Zeller and Monk, Rashon Holmes. Let's keep looking. Kyle Kuzma. That doesn't really help us either. Rubio, Hachimura, Tobias Harris. Man. Okay, this is kind of tough. I don't really see anything I like out there. I know a good fit for Miles Turner would definitely be in Atlanta, but what could Atlanta offer us? Nothing really, right? I mean, the Hawks really couldn't give us anything unless we wanted to go like small and get like I don't know, John Collins from them. That'd be kind of interesting. Want to do that? Probably not though. We could get like, I don't know, we could try for DeAndre Hunter or something crazy like that, or Reddish. I guess, that would be cool and all, but I'm not really seeing anything I like, honestly. None of these, I knew I was going to struggle with this video, trying to make this realistic, because I really like this roster and I just have no idea what to do with it. So this is going to be a struggle, and I figured it would be, and I knew going into this it would be. I've been sitting here for about 20 minutes now, and I'm telling you right now, I just cannot find a good trade for Miles Turner, so I'm going to wait on it. I just couldn't do it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm offering Mason Plumlee a contract. This is going to be our one signing. It's going to be a little bit of a backup center, or better backup center than Goga, and we'll roll with that. So that's basically going to be our one signing in this free agency. And yeah, so definitely wasn't the free agency or the offseason I was hoping for, but this roster is just really good on paper. So I kind of want to give it a full season, just to see how it goes. And then hopefully if this team can gel together and still, do their thing. But I will say, I will try a little bit harder the trade deadline to trade somebody and make some changes. We want to try to get somebody in here that's going to take this Pacers team over the top. The roster is good, but I think, getting a third all-star or something like that to take this team over the top would definitely help. Now, I don't know if Sabonis will be an all-star this year. Brogdon obviously isn't an all-star. Oladipo has been before, but no, those guys are good. So we're definitely going to try to keep those 3, like I said, and then everybody outside that is fair game. But for now, I really couldn't find a trade that I liked. Obviously, I was trying to trade Miles Turner just because he's the one that's more in the rumors than anyone else, but I just could not find a trade that I liked. Because, like, when I think of this team, you kind of want players that are help, win now. Like, and the only, only teams that I could trade with are almost like guys that are like, rebuilding. And I don't really want young players, That's not what the Pacers should be in the market for. Because Oladipo is about to enter his prime, so is Brogdon. So you might as well try your best to, win now. So here's the rotation. Obviously, the starting five is relatively the same. You got Brogdon, Oladipo, TJ Warren, Sabonis, Miles Turner, Jimmy Lamb off the bench, Mason Plumlee, Aaron Holiday, and TJ McConnell. So yeah, obviously 2 guards coming off the bench, 2 point guards, and then if we can go up anywhere, I will. Nope. So grit and grind's gonna be the system we run. Like I said, depending on how the season goes, I'll probably make a trade at the trade deadline, but if not, the season's just going so well, then I won't do anything, but we'll see what happens. Gentlemen, we're at the trade deadline, and we're actually 27 and 25 right now. So I would know I've been talking about Miles Turner being traded a lot in this video, but he's actually having a pretty damn good season for us. So is Sabonis. So I'm actually going to try to keep those two together, and we're going to look to upgrade the small forward spot. So there's quite a few trades I like in here. So let's go look. Duncan Robinson, that's not a bad one. We get Reggie Jackson as well, but you know, I don't really want to trade my 2021 first round pick. I love this trade a lot though. Getting Bojan Bogdanovic back in, you know, Indiana would be awesome. He's having a down year with Utah. We all know he balled out here in Indiana, 18 points per game. Let me turn my volume off. Sorry about that. And then let's go to trade number 5. Harrison Barnes and Rashon Holmes. Not a bad trade either. Marcus Morris Sr. would definitely be a nice little small forward to get. You know, another guy that could create offense. And yeah, it wouldn't be a bad. Jonathan Isaac, also another one. I like this trade a lot because Jonathan Isaac is going to be more of somebody that goes out there and just plays defense because we got plenty of scoring on the roster. You know, Derrick Rose obviously would be awesome as well. Luke Kennard. But I just don't I don't think we really need that much firepower at the guard spot. And then I also don't like this. I also don't mind this trade either. You know, getting Will Barton and a backup shooting guard and Terrence Davis. I do like this trade a lot as well. You know, changes up a little bit, and we just trade a second round pick, so that's not bad. So, and then Gallinari. I mean, like I said, there's quite a few trades I like here. Covington, Gallinari would be bad, but I don't think we need scoring. I think we need defense. And I like the idea of getting a 23-year-old Jonathan Isaac. And Noah as well as a backup center wouldn't be too bad either. So Morris Sr. I like as well. Bojan's contract is a little too expensive for how old he is, so I think we'll stay away from that. Covington, another guy I wouldn't mind, but we do have to trade a first, which I don't really want to do. But I do like this trade a lot from Toronto. We just give up a second round pick and we get Terrence Davis and Will Barton. I'm gonna do this trade. I'm gonna do that. I don't know if it changes a whole lot for us, but no, hopefully it can a little bit. I don't know. Like I said, you know, it's not really much of a rebuild if I don't change anything. So yeah, I guess that was the trade we're gonna roll with. I like Will Barton a lot. Jeremy Lamb off the bench, and it just kind of rounds up the rotation a little bit more, gives us a little bit more, and then we'll give Jeremy Lamb the small forward nod because he goes up at small forward. And he may even start over Will Barton. We'll see. No, he's not. Okay, so hopefully this turns us around because we're 27 and 25 right now. That was the one trade. Not very proud of it by any means, but it is what it is. We'll roll with it, and hopefully that, you know, can help us out in the long run. We're 27-25, like I said, but let's see what happens for the rest of the season. In the season, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the MVP once again. Rookie of the Year goes to Anthony Edwards on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Rubio is your 6th Man of the Year on the Spurs. Anthony Davis, your defensive player, and Markelle Fultz is your most improved, and Coach of the Year goes to Steve Kerr. All-NBA first team, Steph Curry, Trae Young, Giannis, Anthony Davis, and Towns. Here's your All-NBA second team, and here's your All-NBA third team, and All-Defensive first team, and All-Defensive second team with Oladipo making it very awesome. So, we are the 5th seed in the East, and guess who we get to play again? The Boston Celtics. And look who didn't make the playoffs. Miami. Jimmy Butler was a player I was looking at, and he'd definitely be an interesting player to plug in here. He definitely would be very nice, but we'll see how that goes. So, 21 points from Victor Oladipo. This is why I didn't want to trade Miles Turner. 16 and 7 with 2 blocks per game. That's very nice. Those are good stats. Brogdon 15 and 8, and then Sabonis had basically 13 and 13. So I mean, that's very nice. Jeremy Lamb was a very nice 6th man with 13 points, and Will Barton had 12. So very nice. You know, we went 50 and 32, so something seemed to work, you know, right a little bit. So I'm happy with the trade we made. You know, I don't know if it would happen. Like, I don't know, man. It was this video was tough. I'm not gonna lie. But we're down 1-0 to Boston again. We're down 2-0. Can we actually, are we gonna get swept by Boston again? No, they're just gonna be our Achilles heel throughout this video because they very well might be, but we'll see if we can somehow make a comeback. But if not, you know what? We got a whole another offseason, and we're gonna get swept by Boston again. So we've been outsmarted by Boston 2 years in a row. So we need to change something, obviously. Something needs to change. So, like I said, I'm going to go out there and try to go all out. A guy like Jimmy Butler would be awesome. You know, I wouldn't mind him, but I think he's kind of hard to get in this game. We'll have to see how it goes. But we got Milwaukee and Brooklyn, Golden State and Memphis. Golden State has a very nice squad right now. They have James Wiseman on that team. They're up 2-0. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all that they're about to win the championship. Actually, Milwaukee, no, Golden State finishes them off. Golden State almost blew another 3-1 lead in the playoffs. So yeah, that would have been funny. But let's go for the draft lottery. And I know we didn't trade our pick, which is good. And the Thunder end up with the first overall pick. Wow, that sucks for Miami because, wow, that just sucks. Okay, and then looks like the which pick we have? The 23rd pick. Okay, and then staff signing. We're gonna fire Nate McMillan now. It's obviously hasn't worked out. I'm gonna get Mike D'Antoni. Always does good for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab him. All right, for the draft though, we have the 23rd overall pick. We still have quite a few players under contract. Let's see how desperate Miami is. Let's go to Team Intel. We're contending. The Pelicans are selling. Let's see who else is selling. The Spurs are selling. DeRozan's available. Thunder are rebuilding. So there's some, we could go out there and go for Chris Paul. We don't need guards because there's been plenty of guards I want to get. Like Beal. I would love to get Beal, but obviously, Beal playing small forward doesn't make a lot of sense. And Brogdon playing small forward doesn't make a ton of sense. So yeah, it's a little tough out here. The Hawks are contending and the Miami Heat are rebuilding. So since Miami is rebuilding, theoretically getting Jimmy Butler would be interesting, but he's probably going to be just like, really tough to get. I'll try, but we'll see. So yeah, his trade value is like over the top. So I don't know, what could we offer him? Let's say we wanted to offer either, let's say we wanted to give him Sabonis or Miles Turner. Let's go with let's trade one or the other for a guy like Jimmy Butler, because that would be like a very nice player. So this is very tough. Who do I want to choose from? Miles Turner had a very nice season. Sabonis also could, is a very nice player. But they're both good. I'd rather not trade either of them, but obviously I think I'm going to have to. We could trade Brogdon, but I don't want to do that. Obviously, Jeremy Lamb and Will Barton probably ain't going to get it done, so we're probably going to have to offer quite a bit more, I would think. So we're gonna have to start this trade with one or the other, Sabonis or Miles Turner. Everybody in real life is leaning towards trading Miles Turner, so I guess I will lean towards trading Miles Turner. Actually, you know what, they already have Bam Adebayo, so let's go with Sabonis instead. So Sabonis for Jimmy Butler to start this trade off. Let's also offer I would offer Aaron Holiday, but okay, let's offer a 23rd pick, and they're not gonna do it just straight up for that. Let's offer 2024 as well. And let's also offer Jeremy Lamb, and they're still not doing this trade. So this is probably going to be tough to get Jimmy Butler. Oh, okay, they did it. So we gave up quite a few assets to get him, but we got him. So Sabonis, 2 firsts, Jeremy Lamb, and a couple of seconds. Now that might be a little way too much value for Jimmy Butler, but Miami gets a nice young piece. Jimmy Butler, they did bad. That's the only reason. Obviously, in real life, this team is nice. So, obviously, they wouldn't do that. But since they were bad and he's on is he on a 1-year deal? 1-year player option. Okay, good. I was about to say. But, so basically, I have Jimmy Butler for 2 years and he can play small forward. So, that defensive lineup is about to be nasty, though. Wow, this is going to be nasty. Okay, so, we have no pick now because we just traded it, of course. So, that is our crazy trade. I don't think we had any rookies. So Aaron Holiday, Goga, and Edmund Summer will bring back. And then qualifying offers, TJ Leaf, Elise Johnson, and Terrence Davis. Definitely, want to get Terrence Davis and TJ Leaf back if I can. And then as far as free agency is concerned, obviously, Oladipo, definitely want him back. But we're negative 39 mil. And now we don't really have a power forward now. Now that we traded Sabonis, obviously. We could, play Miles Turner there if we wanted to. But it's a little untraditional that we got the other guy instead. So we got Edmund Summer, shooting guard. Obviously, like I said, the main priority is getting Mr. Oladipo back. I want Oladipo, not going to lose him, so let's offer him a contract. And then as far as power forwards are concerned, ones we can afford, you got guys like Bielitsa, Frank Kaminsky, TJ Leaf. Might as well just bring TJ Leaf back, maybe give him that role. And, he'd space the floor, so that helps out. And, yeah, I think we'll probably just roll with that. Bielitsa wouldn't be bad by any means either. TJ Leaf is kind of a 2-star rating right now. But Rudy Gay obviously would be a nice fit. But he is so up there in age. I just don't know about him. So we'll get Oladipo back, and we'll see what we can do for the power forward spot. But hopefully we can get somebody, just a little decent. So let's renounce the rights on Doug McDermott, I guess. And then we'll secure Oladipo real quick. So, yeah, like I said, this defensive lineup is about to look nasty, though. We should be like Brogdon's got B+ perimeter defense, Oladipo, Jimmy Butler, and then we obviously have Miles Turner who can guard inside. So yeah, I like the defense on this team. So that's this is locked down. Aaron Holiday and Malcolm Brogdon. I want to keep that around. Oladipo, obviously Edmund Summer is not really my ideal long-term solution. But Will Barton off the bench obviously is very nice for us. No power forward, like I said. We have Goga, we have Mason Plumlee. So I think what we'll do is probably trade Mason Plumlee. Goga, I think, could be a long-term solution for this team. DiVincenzo and Josh Richardson are nice offers, but let's look for a power forward there as well. Maxi Kleba. I just don't know. Bobby Portis from the Nuggets. We could trade Christian Wood. Let's keep looking. Shabazz. So those are power forward options. They're both weren't bad. Let's go with the more realistic trade. So we give them a lottery protected pick for Maxi Kleba. We give them Mason Plumlee to Dallas. I don't know about that one. I don't really want to trade a first. Derek Jones Jr. And then there's the Bobby Portis one as well. We would have to trade a first to Denver. Denver did have Mason Plumlee in the past. Is there let me just see if I can just afford a power forward, because I really don't like either of those trades. We can get Bielitsa. That wouldn't be a bad fit at all. TJ Leaf is still there that we could grab. So I'll offer Bielitsa a 1-year contract. He might be a decent little player to plug into the power forward spot for now. He'll stretch the floor. That's all I really wanted. Just someone to stretch the floor. Although Miles Turner does that himself, so we could get someone that likes to play inside, but that's all right. So yeah, we're good. A shooting guard would definitely be nice if we can grab one real quick. McDermott, Langston Gow. I guess it really doesn't matter all that much. TJ Leaf, we'll probably get him back, and then if there's any trades to be made, we will do them at the trade deadline. But like I said, I love this team. I think this is going to be a very nasty team going forward. I will recap the rotation at the end of the 3rd season, but I think now that we have Jimmy Butler in town, Indiana should be able to make it over the top and hopefully win that championship. At the end of the 3rd season, we finished with the best record of the video, 56-26, and we are the 2nd seed. This was the rotation we're running all season. Brogdon, Oladipo, Jimmy Butler, Bielitsa, Miles Turner, Will Barton, Aaron Holiday, TJ Leaf, and Mason Plumlee. So yeah, everything was going good. Here are the player stats. I'm curious to see who led the way here. We had 22 from Mr. Oladipo, 19 from Jimmy Butler, and 17 from Malcolm Brogdon, and 16 points off the bench for Aaron Holiday. Very nice. And Miles Turner with almost 15 points per game as well. And then Will Barton with 12, and Bielitsa had 9. Awesome stuff. So is Miami in the playoffs? They are not. So I traded Sabonis there, as we know, and our proficiency was 3.5 at 7 seconds. So let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Washington Wizards in the first round. We've been swept. So we've actually won a playoff game. Let's go. We've won 2 now. Can we go up 3-0? We can. And can we beat the Wizards? We sweep them. Can we play the Celtics? I want to play the Celtics. I want redemption against the Celtics. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. They've swept us the last 2 seasons. Let's not lose to them again. Hopefully we can go ahead and take care of these guys this time. We're up 1-0. Okay, they even it up. We're up 2-1, 3-1. Let's beat the Celtics. Let's go. Let's go. And now we get to play Atlanta. So we get home court advantage here in the Eastern Conference Finals. We get to play the Hawks. As we all know, the Hawks have a very good roster up to this point. Trae Young, John Collins, Jarrett Allen. Ooh, that's actually kind of a... I like Miles Turner for this team a little bit better because he'd be a nice floor spacer. And we all know Trae Young needs space to shoot. Let's go ahead and see, though, if we can beat the Atlanta Hawks. We're up 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. Can we sweep them? Yes, we do. And we are in the NBA Finals against the Houston Rockets. It's funny because pretty sure in the last video I got to face the Houston Rockets in the NBA Finals. And they beat me. So let's see if we can beat them. They're up 1-0, 2-0. 3-0, and yeah, I actually, now I think about it, I'm pretty sure they swept me last video too in the NBA Finals. I will make it to the NBA Finals over nothing though, so I will end it there. James Harden, 35 points per game in the NBA Finals. The man is a monster. Scores no matter what you do, the man just scores the ball. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end it there. Leave it a like if you enjoyed. But this is Crushables, and I'm saying